Members of the European Parliament getting briefed on the situation in Afghanistan, with much of the focus on the claims of electoral fraud.
We support the process. We do not support or oppose any candidate. A second round, if required, should take place no later than October.
Last week, the US accepted Hamid Karzai as the winner, despite alleged mounting evidence of fraud. Washington also backed Karzai's policy of reconciliation with low and mid-ranking Taliban fighters.
Should we be speaking with those who today we qualify as Talibans or insurgents? My answer is yes, provided that there are certain red lights or red lines not to be crossed.
The discussion on Afghanistan came a day before the 8th anniversary of the US-led invasion. While the Obama administration is trying to decide whether to send up to 40,000 extra troops, the debate in Europe remains focused on civil reconstruction instead.
Committed to civilian capacities. France has sent last year additional troops. We have had a lot of casualties recently, so I don't think we're going to send more troops.
US military commanders have warned that the Taliban is gaining force, calling the situation on the ground serious. Meanwhile, a growing anti-war public sentiment has been calling for troops withdrawal, citing the rising number of casualties. MEPs told Press TV the situation is being addressed.
There is also a rethinking or readjusting of the strategy, I think because of the huge figures. I'm hopeful that we will shift these figures downwards.
Since the invasion in 2001, about 1,500 coalition troops have been killed, including approximately 870 US soldiers. Over 1,500 civilians have been killed, many of them children, causing outrage among critics of the war. The constant news of more casualties, both military and civilian, have prompted some to call Afghanistan the graveyard of empires. To ensure that their lives have not been lost in vain after 8 years of war, the United States and the international community have recognized their moral obligation to make the right choices when it comes to this tragedy in Afghanistan. But given the conflicting opinions about the political and military situation in the country, this will be anything but easy. Anna Moy, Press TV, Brussels.